How we doing, guys? Moose here, Season 3, Episode 11 of our West Ham United Career Mode, and we are back with a full slate of Barclays Premier League action. Starting off here at Goodison Park, taking on Everton up in Merseyside. So it's going to be a great game. Obviously, Everton's struggling a bit this year. They're currently sitting down in 10th as we are up in 4th, just 4 points off the leaders. Really tight. As you can see, Aston Villa actually were sitting in 3rd there in the early going. Obviously, Everton have brought in Jackson Martinez, so he's their own kind of Lukaku type, but they clearly lost a few of those loanees that they had in the first season that allowed them to play so well. So they're really struggling this year. But we started off brightly with Grenier playing the ball through to Lacazette. Comes in, has a turn, and Tim Howard, the super American keeper himself, with a fantastic save, and you're going to see a lot of that in this particular episode. But Jackson Martinez makes his own move here in the 24th minute, but Winston Reid with an absolutely stupendous block. So showing off a little bit of the defense there as Winston Reid comes in and makes a fantastic block. But Trippier, the right back, in up really far, plays the ball to defend better, cuts inside defense. It's deflected by Darren Gibson and falls tamely into the arms of Timmy Howard to make an easy save. Barkley then trying to get on the end of the ball. It's played, eventually given, I can't tell if it's for infringement or for a handball, but the referee does give a penalty against Kieran Trippier. No booking or anything, but he does give a penalty. Jackson Martinez steps up to take it. Absolutely beautiful save by Adrian. Fantastic stop by the Spanish stopper. And it keeps us level at 0-0. Lacazette then trying to get a goal for us. Steals the ball off Jagielka. Cuts inside. Has a shot from the edge of the area. But Tim Howard yet again with another full stretch save. Fantastic from him. Then on the ensuing corner, Grenier whips the ball and looks for the head of Winston Reid. And he just loops it right over the top of the goal. So yet to break the deadlock. Grenier then free kick in the 51st minute. He's still looking for his first goal, but that one's just a little bit too far out. And simple save for Tim Howard. Grenier then breaking away forward on the right hand side. Lays it back for Sidney Sam. And Jagielka either gets the most perfectly timed tackle or that's a penalty. In my opinion, it was a penalty. Sidney Sam taken down. Everton then missed as they attempt to come forward. But should have been a penalty in my eyes, especially the penalty that was given against us. The refs seem to have turned against us in the last couple games. Gatt then breaking forward, trying to create something here in the 83rd minute. Has a shot, but Tim Howard stops his fellow American with a beautiful little right boot save. And that would be all she wrote. A 0-0 draw. So certainly not the poorest of results, getting a draw away at a really tough park to play at. But still, I certainly felt Everton kind of had the run of play a little bit for the first half. We dominated the second half. And really, we should have been coming away with a victory, in my opinion. But we'll take a point. We're never going to be against a point. And take a look at the number of players we have going out in international duty. That is fantastic. Great for the club. Even Danny Ings and Matt Jarvis getting England call-ups, as well as James Tompkins. So that's fantastic to see the quality of players that we have going out into international sides. But once they, they haven't gone away on the international break yet. We do have Aston Villa at home prior to that international break, and we're coming off a tough draw, so we would hope to head into that international break with a victory, especially against a team that's competing for top 4 right now. Aston Villa, through 12 games, are joint 3rd with us. Obviously, we're ahead on goal difference, but they are right there with us. And we have a little bit of a mix-up squad. We have Ings playing as a lone man up front in our 4-2-3-1. We see guys like Morrison, Bradley, and all of them come back into the team with that Everton game that was just prior to this. So mix up the team a little bit. Still a really strong team that we think will have a chance. Guardado, the youngster, even in the team in CDM alongside Michael Bradley. As you see, Jarvis strike the post early on the 6th minute. We just can't buy a goal. Ings then goes for the spectacular on a ball in, and it's a really good save by another American keeper looking to keep us out, Brad Guzan. It's a good ball in. Simple strike by Danny Ings, a little bit of a cartwheel type. And it's a good save by Guzan. Next ball played in. Looking for the head of Guardado. He's fouled by Alcorte. Referee gives a penalty. So thankfully for us, we finally get a break going our way. As they call it, I guess, against Nathan Baker is who they're going to call the foul on. Fabian Schär, center back, who actually has 86 penalties, steps up to take it and slots it away. His first goal for the club. He has yet to score a header, as you seem to see guys like Winston Reid and Andy Carroll get their head on it. In the corner, Schär does not seem to score a ton of corners for us, but he comes away with a penalty and scores it there to give us a 1-0 lead. But Aston Villa, not to be outdone in the 22nd minute, with a beautifully worked goal that Mark Albrighton slots away. Really nice play, you have to say. Good deft passing on the edge of the box here. A couple of nice passes. Slips a through ball in. Joshua Gatt, bit lax on his defensive duty. Lets Albrighton get inside him and it's a simple finish. But not a ton of action then until stoppage time. Ings plays a nice 1-2 with Ravel Morrison. Comes in, plays the ball to the back post. Jarvis gets a free header, but he just puts it about a foot wide of the post. He had Gazan beat and just puts it wide. Bradley then in the 53rd minute. Plenty of space here for the counterattack, ranging forward. Plays it to the feet of Joshua Gadd, who has so much pace. He just keeps pushing forward into the box. Decides to chip it back for Danny Ings. He goes for another circus-type shot and gets this one all wrong. Skies it into row Z of the stands. Danny Ings then steps inside defender, has a shot from 20 yards, and Guzan with another great save on Danny Ings, who has yet to break through. And so we decide, you know what, we need a victory here. We bring on Andy Carroll for Ravel Morrison, switch Danny Ings into more of a deep-lying attacking playmaker role in the cam position behind Andy Carroll to see if that will do anything for us. But 72nd minute now, Guardado using some strength, wins the ball away, plays it forward to Matthew Jarvis. He's got plenty of space to range forward. Could this be the moment? Jarvis, plenty of space, lays it back for Ings, good control, gets around defenders, and he scores! Danny Ings with what surely has to be the winner in the 74th minute, his 10th goal in all competitions. He has been unbelievable this season, and he finally gets that breakthrough. Great control, gets around two defenders, slots it away, and that would be it. 3 points heading into that international break. That is absolutely huge for us, thanks to a Danny Ings winner, and it's well deserved. Take a look at that. We had 12 shots to Aston Villa's 2, 6 on target to their 2, and 61% possession. I think at one point in the first half we were at like 74% possession 40 minutes into the match. It was absolutely ridiculous. Fabian Schär, who I will say did have a fantastic game, wins man of the match. The other player that I really want to talk well about is Guardado, who's very happy to be getting in the team, and Michael Bradley also played fantastic. But Adrian, who had come in before asking about wages, I finally decided to get around to that and offer him a 1-year deal worth, or a 1-year extension, I should say, worth an increase up to $50K a week, which he accepts. Obviously, we don't want to be losing our first string goalkeeper. Then with Germany, we now have a couple of international friendlies. We're still in the Euro qualifiers. I think we have two games or so left. But that said, we're not worried about these friendlies so much. We actually lose to the Czech Republic, but then defeat Egypt with a 3-1 victory. So with that, we're going to get right back into our final game of the episode. An absolutely huge London derby. Arsenal coming over to East London to Upton Park, and they're actually sitting, you're going to see it, first in the table right now. So a team that's really underachieved the first 2 seasons. I think season 1 they finished in 6th or 7th. Season 2 I think they finished in 6th. Either 6th or 5th. They were behind us. I know that, obviously, because they're not in the Champions League. So that's an absolutely huge game for us. We're sitting 3rd. So if we pick up a victory here, we will be making our way to the top of the table. But a draw wouldn't be bad. Obviously, a loss. We really can't afford to be losing games like this. And Arsenal, their danger man is Pato, who they brought in for Benzema. Obviously, they had Benzema last year, who they brought in from Real Madrid. But then they decided to bring in Pato and sell Benzema. I think he went to Valencia, if I remember correctly. He went to La Liga again, if I remember correctly. So Sidney Sam, though, gets us on the board early in the 33rd minute. It's a beautiful ball over the top by Lord Andy of Carroll. Plays it into Sir Sidney of Sam, and it's a great finish. He turns inside his defender. Should have scored on this first shot. It's a good block by Umtiti, but Sam just collects the rebound. Calm as you like. Slots it away. Podolski then, here in the 36th minute, looking to try and whip one in from just about 20 yards, but it's straight down the throat of Adrian. It's a simple save for him. Arsenal then getting a little bit of pressure here. Podolski playing the ball into Aaron Ramsey. Has a shot, and Adrian with a fantastic reactionary save. 2 strong hands to the ball. Pushes it away, but Arsenal creating plenty of chances here. Pato played through. Winston Green trying to pull him back. He turns inside on the ball. Sees the run of Podolski, who has a shot, and Adrian with another good save before it's cleared out by Trippier. So Arsenal coming back at us really well. But how about play of the game here? This could be the defining moment. Grenier played through. Umtiti comes back, and Gibbs just bowls over Grenier. No penalty, no free kick, anything given. Should have been a free kick, if not a penalty, depending on where they would call that infringement from. But Jesse Rodriguez then tries a 25-yard screamer. It's a fantastic save. And Jesse Rodriguez then is taken out by Walcott. Could have been a penalty. Unbelievable that the referee hasn't given it again. Umtiti then with a great tackle, and Arsenal break the other way. Ramsey playing a nice little bit of play into Pato, then back to Mesut Ozil. Pato makes a run behind Winston Reid. He's played through by Ozil. Plenty of space for him, and he beats Adrian at the near post. You can't be getting beat there, son. Pato obviously is a fantastic goal scorer, and what a turn of events. We go from Jesse Rodriguez having a break at one end to Pato scoring at the other to level the game. So really disappointing to get up that goal, and it would be a deflating 1-1 draw, to be honest. We held the lead for about 45 minutes before they came back, and we are just putting so much pressure on Lacazette with a couple of chances before eventually putting the ball wide. Another chance here is the ball sprayed out wide. Winston Reed actually coming forward, plays a beautiful through ball to Joshua Gadd, who's come on as a substitute for the goal scorer, Sidney Sam. He whips the ball and looking for Lacazette. Played away, falls to Grenier. He has a strike, and it's just over the bar. Really good chance from Grenier, but Arsenal still looking for their chance. Pato plays Ozil through, but Adrian comes out and beautiful aggressive goalkeeping to sweep that away with his feet. Fantastic tackle from Adrian to keep things level at 1-1. Lacazette then playing the ball through for Michael Bradley, who's come on as a substitute. Eventually a bit of a mess here that allows the ball to fall to Ravel Morrison. Chesney comes out. Can he chip him? Inches wide of the goal. That could have been the deciding moment. Bradley then whips the ball here in the 90th minute. We get a corner for Tompkins. His header goes over the bar, and that would be how the game would finish. A 1-1 draw. So not bad. 5 points from 3 games. Also, we didn't lose any. Draws against a couple of tough teams, and then a victory against Aston Villa, who's top of the table right now. Not top of the table, but they're high up in the standings. So not a bad game. Certainly a game against Arsenal here that I would have liked to win, but we're going to be happy with the way things turned out. So hope you've enjoyed this episode. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe as we keep pushing out content, and we'll see you in the next episode, guys. Bye-bye.